Hello students, today we shall discuss kingdom Protista. You know, the Protista are unicellular eukaryotic. Their body is made up of single cell and the cell has a well-defined nucleus. It has cell membrane bound cell organelles and ribosomes are of ATS type. Protista may or may not have cell wall. They may be autotrophic or heterotrophic. They reproduce by both means, asexual and sexual. They are found in different type of habitats, like some are found in fresh water like river, ponds, puddles, lakes, and other are found in marine water like sea, ocean. Some are found on the surface of earth also. So, you know, the Protista can be subdivided into 5 groups. They are chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime molds and protozoans. Actually, in earlier classification, some of them were kept with even animal kingdom and some were kept in plant kingdom. But they had a lot of properties which are not similar to those kingdoms. Only a few characteristics are similar. So that's why in 5 kingdom system of classification, they are kept in a separate kingdom, that is Protista. So first of all, we will discuss group 1, that is chrysophytes. These chrysophytes are also known as diatoms, golden algae or desmids. Actually, they are present in fresh water or in marine water. These chrysophytes are chief producers of the oceans because they are autotrophic in nature and they are present in very large number. So they are the main producer in the ocean. They are doing photosynthesis. Now these diatoms also have a well-defined cell wall, but their cell wall has an interesting structure. It is actually having 2 halves. It can fit like a soap box. As we are just putting our toilet soaps in some soap case, so we can open them and close again. So similarly, their cell walls form 2 halves which are tightly fitted in with each other and they are embedded with silica. So when these diatoms die, they sink at the bottom of the sea or water bodies and there they leave behind diatomaceous earth. This diatomaceous earth is used for polishing, for filtration of syrup. So example of these chrysophytes are diatoms and golden algae. Second group is dinoflagellates. As in the name it is coming, di means 2, flagella means flagella. So the member of these groups, they have 2 flagella. They are mostly marine in nature. They are found in the oceans and seas in salty water. They are exclusively photosynthetic in nature. They are autotrophs. They prepare their food at their own. They possess 2 flagella, out of which one flagella is present longitudinally and other is transversely. Their cell wall is stiff and some member of this category, they do asexual reproduction. They multiply so vigorously, so fastly that they form a large number of the organism. One of the example of this category is goniolax, which provide red color to the Red Sea. Due to the large multiplication of this organism, it has a pigment which gives red color or phycoerythrin. So this organism gives red color to sea and the group of this organism also releases a toxin. Due to that they may unfit that water body to survive for other organisms. So you know Red Sea is also known as Dead Sea. The reason is that only. Because the toxin released by these organisms do not let the other organism to survive there. Third group is euglenoids. As the name indicates, euglena is the sole member of this category. So this group of members, they lack cell wall. Cell wall is absent in them, and they have a thin layer around their plasma membrane that is known as pellicle. They also possesses two flagella. Among these, one is very long and one is very short. Chlorophyll pigment is present in their cytoplasm. In the presence of sunlight, they are autotrophic in nature. They do photosynthesis like other plants, but when the sunlight is not available, when they go to dark area, they do not get sunlight for longer time. That time they become heterotrophic and they become predator. They start eating other small microorganisms by engulfing them in their body. So example of this group is euglena. Now fourth group is slime molds. Slime molds are actually the protista which lack cell wall. Their body shape is not fixed and they are exclusively saprophytic in nature. They are actually found on dead and decaying litter fall present on the surface of earth. When the conditions are favorable for their growth, that time these slime molds divide so rapidly and they form a large aggregation of cell that is called plasmodium. And when the conditions are not favorable, conditions are adverse, temperature is high, water is not available, that time they form a special type of structure called fruiting bodies, and these fruiting bodies produces spores, and you will surprised to listen that though they do not have cell wall, but their spores have two walls. Fifth and last group of protista is protozoa or protozoans. So as the name indicates, protos means primitive and zoon means animal. They are primitive animals. Earlier they were kept in animal kingdom in phylum Protozoa, but in five kingdom system, Protozoa fall under Protista. On the basis of their locomotory organ, protozoans are categorized into four categories: amoeboid protozoan, flagellated protozoan, ciliated protozoan, and sporozoans. Protozoa also lack cell wall. They have a cell membrane around their body. They have true nucleus. They have membrane-bound cell organelles as they are present in other protista. So in amoeboid protozoan, their locomotory organ is pseudopodia. Actually, they form false extension of their plasma membrane to capture the food and to move. And these structures are known as pseudopodia. Pseudo means false and podium means foot. Second category is flagellated protozoans. As the name indicates, they have flagella for locomotion. A very long whip-like structure is present on their body and that help in locomotion and capturing the food. So example of this is trypanosoma, which causes sleeping sickness in human being. Next group of protozoa is ciliated protozoan. They have a large number of minute hair-like structures on their body called cilia. So these cilia move in coordinated manner and they help in capturing the food, they help in locomotion. So example of ciliated protozoan is paramecium. And the last group of protozoa is sporozoa. Sporozoa, they do not have any locomotory organ. They move along with the other agencies, and the most notorious animal belong to this category sporozoa, that is plasmodium, which causes malaria in human being. That plasmodium is a digenic parasite. It survives on human as well as on female Anopheles mosquito.